Welcome to another episode of Behind the Studs, your home improvement and remodeling podcast, where the two most entertaining guys discuss the do's and don'ts in home construction and in the remodeling industry. Remember that you can nail it, paint it, or just tune into the show. How about that? Here are your hosts, Colin Shaw and Jimmy Driscoll.
What's up, everyone? How we doing today?
How you doing? The two most entertaining men in the freaking construction business right here.
Woo!
Oh, we're live, we're hot, and we are...
Out of ideas.
That's...
Well, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, it was bound to happen. No, we're not out of ideas. We got so much going on.
It's a good year and a half run.
Yeah, we could... Thanks for listening. Good night.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
So how you doing, my friend?
I had some emergency phone calls this week on...
Okay.
So, which we had Marissa on the show about the Nest, and we've been seeing a lot of ads on TV.
Yep.
The thermostat I set for this couple, I kind of property managed the house, and they said, Jimmy, our electricity bill went from $30 to $50 a month to $350.
What?
Something's running.
Yeah.
And I said, you're not kidding. So I shot up there, went to the house, and lo and behold, I walked in, and it was a sauna.
Really?
It was 84 degrees in the house.
Wow.
So the thermostats that they had, the batteries worked. It's not that.
Mm-hmm.
They have a Badaris boiler.
Okay.
But when it reached the heat where it was set at 55, it never shut off.
Huh.
So it'd been running down to a half a tank of oil.
Wow.
And it's an old house. House was built in 1830.
Jeez.
They had storm windows on the original windows, but it was the weirdest thing. It was like all moisture inside.
Really?
It's all fog, dew.
Wow.
From the humidity.
Yeah.
Because there's no vapor barrier. There's just, so whatever coming up from wherever it was just, the house was wet.
Ugh, those poor
and
people.
it's like, shit.
Yeah.
So.
But you fixed it.
What we did was they did have nests.
Okay.
And they came in, they put the nests in.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess what you have to do is, now that they're there, they are going to, she tried to do it online, or I actually tried to do it. I took a picture of the Nest. When you take it off the back, there's a code. And that code, I guess, goes into your Nest app on your phone.
Okay.
But for some reason, she could not download those. She couldn't download those. So anyway, long story short, now she's up there, and they're going to just put the numbers in off the back of that thermostat, and then she'll be able to control it from New York City.
Nice.
Go back and forth,
And now they'll get alerted when it's too hot in there.
Yeah.
Because they'll get all that information now through their phone.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yep.
Totally amazing.
And I said, you know what? Okay, you burned a half a tank of oil. It could have been a lot worse.
Hell yeah.
We had a busted main, and we wouldn't have known for at least 2 weeks.
Right.
And you wouldn't have known because the only thing that had been run was the pump, which is a 110. But anyway, I mean, everything would have been flooded.
Right.
Been awful. But a terrible disaster. Which I've seen some houses like that where people have been retired, or they've been sent to nursing homes and never shut the water off in the house, and no family member goes over there.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole inside of the house is totally totaled.
Wow.
Looked in the basement one time, and the walls were black.
Wow.
They were white.
Really?
Masonry walls, and they were completely black.
Wow.
From mold.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was the part that, I did this week, and it's boiler month, for crying out loud.
Right. Well, this is the time of year. Everybody's getting things up and running.
Or they're not running. Trying to get it fixed.
Yep.
Pellet stoves.
And you have one.
I have one.
Yep.
And I'm very happy with it.
Okay.
I've had it. It's an American. It's called the American Stove Company.
Okay.
They're out some dumb in like Arkansas or Tennessee. I'll have more information for you that on next week.
Okay.
I've been burning hardwood pellets, and that's a controversial thing right now. Some people say the softwood pellets work better. Some people say the hardwood pellets work better. And I think it really is. It's just it's a matter of choice, matter of taste.
Really?
Yeah, I think the hardwood pellets burn longer, burn better, less. And I use Lignetics. You can get them at Ace Hardware.
Okay.
I do not use the ones from Lowe's or Home Depot.
Any reason?
Yes.
Okay.
They tend to clog my stove. They tend to clog my stove a lot quicker.
Okay.
So I got to empty up and clean out the pipes and everything else. It doesn't run as good. I don't know what kind. It's a mongrel pellet that they use, so I stay away from those. But I have been using the ones from Tractor Supply.
Oh, okay.
And they have hardwood pellets and they have softwood pellets. And they now ask you want hard or soft? I says I'll take hard. And I've been good with that too. Different ash. It's a totally different ash that they have rather than the Lignetics is more finer. And I'm happy with the pellet stove. It runs on a regular 110 outlet, you know.
Yep.
They're easy to maintain. The pellet stoves are. Mind you, mine is over, mine's it's 14 years old is what it is.
Wow.
And it's still running. I've only had to replace the heat cartridge once that, is supposed to ignite the pellets.
Yep.
I still use the gel. I like that better. It's much quicker. It's much faster. So there's a bunch out there, and I suggest if you ever think about getting one, they run really quiet. Mine's not too quiet. It clanks in the beginning. It's like an old Steve. It's like an old stove. But then once the heat heats up, the steel heats up, the cast iron.
Once it knows
it's quiet, and you get used to the sound.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's that low, but there's another thing too. You can't put them in your bedroom. They're against the law to put them in your bedroom.
Okay.
You can put them like in your living room or your basement or whatever.
Carbon monoxide, is that the issue? Or?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not enough ventilation.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not because you got to vent it from the outside.
Yeah.
But those, they're much better now. They're much quieter. But you really don't want to be hanging out near a pellet stove all day. And the reason why I say this is my take on the whole thing. You are burning out your inner ear.
Okay.
Because the sound that a pellet stove makes, or any sound of a machine that's running in your ear for 8 hours a day or longer, is burning out your inner ear. It's burning out your ears. It's burning out you're losing a frequency or a decibel in your ears. I'm not using the right terminology, but you end up going deaf.
Yikes.
That's why all the the ship guys back in the day, World War II, guys who worked in the shipyard or guys who worked on the ships didn't have the correct ear protection. Their hearing is gone.
Right.
Because they burn out the frequency in the ears. So that's another thing. That's just
Dr. Jimmy.
That's what I know. That's what I know. So
I knew there was more to you
really,
than just a pretty face.
jeez, let me tell you.
He knows medical too.
I knew. No, I don't know.
Certain things.
Certain things.
So have you used your pellet stove yet?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I only use it. I was using it all the time, and I would find out that my bedrooms were cold upstairs because I'm running them all day, and all the heat's rising up and not setting up the thermostat. So the hallway was nice and toasty, but the bedrooms were freaking cold because that's what the zone was.
Right.
So now, me smart man, I run during the day, and then I'll shut it off around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and by the time it cools down and shuts off, I've got heat in the house. It's fine. And about midnight 1, then the thermostat will kick on upstairs.
Okay.
Everything is nice and roasty toasty.
Nice. Look at you. You got it all figured out.
Yeah, finally, after 14 years living there.
You know what, man? I am completely lost with those things. I have no idea. No. I have oil heat. We turn the thermostat on.
Well, good for you.
Not good for me. I could probably do better if I was a little bit more motivated, maybe a little bit more
To learn a pellet
intelligent.
stove?
Yeah.
But the thing about pellet stove, you really don't have any mess. You got plastic bags. You just got to
Right.
open them up.
Right.
And what I do, because when you open up a bag of pellets, there is wood dust. There's a little bit of sawdust.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that it poof. And I know Tasha would be like, "What's going on?" You're going to be wiping down. So I get a nice big Home Depot bucket, 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
And I'll pour half into the bucket, and the dust outside.
Outside.
Either
Yeah,
my
that
shed
makes
or the
sense.
dust.
Yeah.
And then by the time I get in, I pour it in the hopper, which goes in the bag.
Yep.
I don't have any dust.
All right.
So I've really eliminated that. And I'll tell you, those pellets,
Yeah.
you drop one on the floor and you're barefoot, it lets you know. That
Really?
You dropped a pellet on the floor. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
That'll wake your ass up. Oh, yeah.
All right. Lesson learned.
It's like a mini Lego.
Those things hurt.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. I've done that. I think anybody who has kids.
Oh, my
has done
God.
that.
The things that I've stepped on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now even today, too, with the grandkid running around, probably still stepping on stuff.
No, we put his stuff away.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't step on nothing. No. No.
No?
No.
All right.
No. He's pretty good about that kind of stuff. Actually, he's not. Actually, he's not. We just contain one area.
That's usually the way to do it.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
3.
3. All right. So you can't put him in a pen anymore. No,
No, you can't cage that animal. That's freaking
It's too
good.
bad when those days come.
Oh, that's
It was so nice just to put the gate around him.
he's like mini Kong.
Yeah.
Rip shit about and blah, 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 runs in the room and Bobby! Look what I found, Bobby!
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just likes to lift stuff now. He's into lifting stuff.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So that was kind of like my wonderful week. I got to go back and I got to support an old beam on a house that was built in 1750.
Yeesh.
I'm putting up temporary lolly columns because they're not moving. You know, they're going to be staying there.
Yeah.
And there is a shimmy shake in that bedroom downstairs.
Really?
As far as it's just the floor is really weak,
Okay.
and I can't. And they've got all the air conditioning units and all the duct units running around it, so I can't make a false beam.
Oh, okay.
So I just have to use the lolly columns. I just got to get them up there and just put them up there. And
Well, it sounds like anything would be better than nothing. So.
yeah, you know, to be honestly, it's been fine for this couple
Right?
hundred years.
Yeah, I know.
But they don't like the jiggling.
Okay.
So I'll just put up the temporary lolly columns. But you know, and I know when you go to sell a house, that don't fly. You got to put in a permanent lolly column.
Sure.
You know,
Well, how long have they been there?
couple years,
A couple of years.
but they're going to stay there for a while.
Yeah.
They're doing the they're getting rid of the original clapboard siding on the side and the front of the house, and they're going to go with the hardy board siding. You know,
Not a fan.
why are you not a fan of it? Takes two people to work with it.
So, all right. So the installation process is definitely harder than anything else.
Right. Yeah.
And you're going to go through blades like crazy.
Yep.
You know, and there's special blades you have to use, and you're going to go through them like crazy.
And the scissors you got to use to cut
Right.
sometimes.
And then you're going to have to pre-drill so you can get the nails to go through. All that other fun stuff. But what I have seen, and it's actually over in Haywagon, over in Old Lyme, down that road,
Yeah.
all of those houses have the hardy back siding.
Yeah.
I have replaced at least 3 houses, sections of them, because they just deteriorate. They just fall apart. If they get wet and they get moisture behind them, they will disintegrate. And they're supposed to be cement and last forever and everything.
Yeah.
Nope. Unless they're making it better today. This is probably like 10 years ago these were installed.
Yeah. Well, that was when it was new.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now
I
you
was
have
shocked.
to pre-drill them now? You put the nails in?
Or else you'll split them.
Hoy vey. Well, we used a nail gun before. When we did it, it was fine.
Really?
Yeah.
All right,
From what I
that does
remember.
work.
And that was
I've only done one house in it, so.
all right.
And that was 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a bitch. It was a bitch.
Yeah. Well, I know it takes a lot more work to what we got to do and do it.
Yep.
But the one flaw of the customers, what they're doing is they were getting windows. I think they were getting them from Pellet.
Okay.
And they really liked this design of the window that they wanted. They were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Well, they waited so long on getting these windows, they finally went to pull the trigger on it, and they're discontinuing them December 15th.
No.
2
really?
days from now.
Oh, Jesus.
But
Great.
they bought them. They bought the windows.
Okay.
So I said to the guy who we're going to install them with, and he already told him. He said, "Listen, if something goes wrong with this window,
You're done.
you're out of luck.
You're right.
You can't
Yeah.
call the manufacturer and go, hey, we need this piece. No, you're done."
Yeah.
And he told him that.
They don't care.
Stubborn New Yorkers.
There you go. So
So what are we going to do? Yeah, we tell you so. We tell you so. Now you got to get the window. Now you got to spend the double money.
yeah.
And it's so funny because it's like just a little bit of a design on it. And like nobody will know. No one would know. No one. But hey.
You can't tell some people.
You can't tell. You
give
can't
them the
tell.
information. You do what you can.
Yeah.
It's really up to them at that point.
Yeah.
Really not much you can do
You want
about
me to
it.
do that? Okay, I'll do it.
Right?
It's not right, but I'll do it.
Sure.
I wouldn't do it.
It's your house.
Okay. You wouldn't do it? Nope. Well, I'm going to do it. Okay. Then they're going to yell at me. Why did you let me do that?
Right.
I told you.
I had one customer do that to me. Tell him, it's not going to work. Do not do this. It's not going to work. But I want it. It's not going to work. But I want it. Okay. Didn't work. Well, why didn't you say something? I'm like, I did tell you. They go, well, I'm just a homeowner. You're the contractor. I'm like,
Oh,
right.
go away.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Go away.
Yeah.
You can't. Oh. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I know.
I got help for that. I got to like. I told you could use the air conditioning and the heating system in the house. We did. We didn't. We couldn't freeze. We got to keep the house acclimated at least 60 degrees in the house, and we had it at 65, 68.
Okay.
We were good, and it was constant all day, all night. And they were blaming, and it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was something else. So anywho, any freaking hoe.
So what kind of projects you got going on?
Well, I got just finishing this I'm working on this old house.
Oh yeah, the last time we were recording, you had to go and do some mudding on the bathroom. Was that the same project or?
No, that was another one.
No one. Okay.
But I just this house that was an old federal house. She's probably as old as Old Lyme. They had all these came into some money, and they had all these renovations done on it. So we just finished painting it, doing all the painting on it, and it looks freaking great.
Yeah,
we're finishing it tomorrow. Small, just getting that done, and it's the funniest thing. I'm working on old homes. This whole like now this month, and then I got a couple bathroom renovations I'm doing. I got to meet somebody for that tomorrow.
Nice.
And I got a replacement window job going on, and I am so confused now because they keep on going back and forth. And now we've got all these stacks of papers and these quotes, and it's the same, and it's changed, and we got the right price, and it's just like I just want to restart the whole thing.
Uh-oh.
We've been at it for a year and a half.
Really?
Now I just want to go back and go, hey, you know what? Let me just remeasure the windows.
Yep.
This is what you want. This is what we want. Let them do
Better
the whole
safe
thing.
than sorry.
Oh my God!
Because once you get them delivered,
oh my God, I know.
They better work.
I am.
And I think every contractor has been there.
Oh, I've been there.
Yep, I've been there.
Oh yeah.
Mismeasured.
I did mismeasure. However, I missed it on the second page. When the windows all showed up, they were all one size.
Oh.
And it was freaking 10 of them. They were all. They were supposed to be small.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, no.
That's when you hope you have a really understanding customer.
Great customer.
That's good.
Great customer.
Yep.
So he made me go out and sell them.
Really?
Go out and sell the windows, make a little something, and then just give me the rest of the money for what the windows were worth. What you paid them for. So I did.
Nice. You sold them?
Sold them.
Sweet.
Gone.
Have you seen my back storage area? I got a lot of windows and doors
Do you really?
back there. Yeah. Feel free to go sell those for me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you'll sell like nuts. You're crazy. They go like nuts.
I keep, people keep saying, do the Facebook Marketplace.
Bingo.
You could sell a lot of stuff there. It's just, I got to go around and just take pictures of everything, write down all the information, come up with the pricing, and there's a lot there.
Dude.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, if you put 15, 20 minutes into it and you take a picture, what it is, especially windows or doors, bang, gone.
Yeah.
They're gone.
I got to try it.
Yeah, you make something back.
Yeah. There's a lot of money back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like ceiling fans. Just took them down.
Yep.
Worth crap.
Okay.
Not worth going on Marketplace. No.
Yep.
They're 15 years old.
Yeah.
Let's save them. Put them in the shed. They're going right into the dump. I'm not saving nothing.
Nope.
Gone. Oh,
Throw
bye-bye.
it out. Throw it out.
It's like saving a toilet seat. What's the reason? In case one breaks, go buy another one.
Yeah.
They're not expensive. Unless you really want those really designy,
Casablancas.
expensive ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? With the remotes and the other ones that'll scratch your ass while you... Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I ended up doing one in my screening porch.
Fan.
Yeah, we
Ceiling
did an
fan?
outdoor one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only way to do it with the electric and everything else out there was just to do remote. So,
Right.
yeah, we ended up doing that. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Everything is going remote now.
It is. It is.
Everything's going battery powered. I'm really phasing out all my electrical.
Oh, your tools?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
getting all battery now.
Yeah. Yep.
So much better.
Yeah,
so
they're
much
getting
easier.
better and better. And
It's safer.
Yep, it is.
Much safer.
Yep.
No cause to trip over.
Nope. Or cut.
Yeah. We know who did that a lot.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
This shout out goes out to Aaron for cutting a brand new cord on the saw
How many times?
twice.
Yes.
Did it? I
Two
don't know.
different saws.
Two different saws. Did one on the first day.
First day on both of them.
Yep.
Brand spanking new.
Yep.
The second time I was like, are you doing this on purpose?
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
Nobody can be that unlucky.
Unlucky. Unbelievable.
Oh, man. So, getting ready for the holidays?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you guys do? Are you taking any time off in between New
No.
Year's and Christmas? No, you're going to keep going?
No, I'm going till I go on vacation to go to Africa.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
just
Yeah.
going to be flat out till then.
One of our listeners is excited to hear about your trip to Africa when you get back. So.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah. She had little emojis of like lions and sharks and.
That's it.
Yep.
Lions and sharks and
Right.
no bears,
It
oh
was kind
my.
of funny. It was kind of funny. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll all be looking forward to hearing your story.
Oh my God, I'm looking forward to it.
When do you leave?
I leave I think on the 15th or 16th, and then I'm gone for a couple of weeks and I get back. But
You got to give me the dates. Because
Yeah.
I know we have like Steve Way that's coming in
yeah,
to be on the show. I just want to make sure he's not
yeah,
showing up when you're not here.
right. Yeah, and I'll be actually. So we're going to South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to see a bunch of stuff. I know I'm going to see a bunch of stuff, and I know there's the deepest gold mine is in South Africa. Yeah, it's 2 hours out of Johannesburg. I started on 60 Minutes the other night.
Oh, really?
These guys go down they were over 2 miles down to the ground.
Jeez.
It's like they said it's like 6 World Trade Centers down. And then they got to crawl down even further, and they're running out of gold. They can't find it anymore. But they found microorganisms that were over 3 billion years old that are still alive. Wow. It's amazing. Yeah, the scientists are down there now. Well, they know because their water is salt water down to over 2.5 miles deep. So at one point that was in the ocean, and the water's been encapsulated 2 miles underground. So they're pulling out worms that are alive. So that's telling us a little bit more about the Earth. And it's hot down there too.
Is it?
Yeah, they're blowing.
Closer to hell.
They're putting water
Right.
They're putting water down there. No, hell is up here, man. You escape from hell going down there.
If I'm not in it already, I'm going there at some
Yeah,
point.
we're
so,
going there. Yeah, we got our seats.
We're going to know more people there.
Yeah, we will.
Jim Gaffigan does a joke about that.
Does he?
Yeah, they needed to do some work in heaven, so they called hell looking for a contractor.
Yeah, that's great.
That's not nice.
That's not nice. That's good. Yeah, yeah, that's us.
Yeah, that's us.
You got a Santa's wish list?
For me or
Too
for-
long. No, for you.
me?
What do you want for Christmas?
I want nothing.
I never want anything.
And I can never convince my wife, my kids, anybody, just don't buy me anything. You think I'm going to be upset sitting there watching everybody else open presents?
I'm not.
I'm not. I am perfectly fine, but nobody will go along with it.
Literally anything. Long underwear is fine with me. Long underwear, socks. That's. I need the essentials just to go out there and work and do what I want to do.
Right.
Well,
I tell them too. I'm like, listen, if there's things that I want, that I really, really want, I'll go out and buy it.
Yeah.
The things that I really, really want that I can't afford, they can't afford either.
Right. Exactly.
I'd like a brand new boat.
Right.
I'd like a Jeep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I'd like, but they ain't gonna buy that for me for Christmas.
Yeah. It's just like
we're
at that age where we don't like that toys. I don't need toys.
I don't need anything. I don't need anything. And then everybody feels bad because they're like, "You're so hard to buy for." I'm like, "Because I don't want anything."
I built a sunroom off the back of my house a couple
Right.
years ago.
Yep.
Right. I was so totally set against it. I really didn't want to do it. I just didn't think we needed it. We're never going to make our money back when we sell the house.
Yep.
So I was just like, I poo-pooed the whole thing all the way, but I ended up doing it all myself. And buddy helped me with the roof, and that was it. I got it done. And now I'm in there every night.
I was gonna say, yeah, I didn't realize you didn't want it because I know how much you enjoy it now.
I'm in it. I sit in my father's wingback chair.
Oh, cool, nice,
And I fall asleep in that all the time.
nice. Did
And
he
I
used
am
to fall
wo-
asleep in it too?
Huh?
Did he used to fall
Oh
asleep
my
in
God,
it too?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Must be a very comfortable chair.
It's just I don't know what it is, but it's I don't know what it is, but it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's just like just sit me back there with a coffee, tea, Jameson, whatever, and watching TV, and I'm good to go,
and
man.
you're good to go.
Isn't it something at our age now? We just get home, we're just like collapse.
Yep.
Just mentally tired, mentally
Yep.
fatigued,
Done.
tired.
Done.
People ask you, "How you doing, Jim? How's it going? How's business?" And we're like, "Yeah, it's great, but it's just so mind taxing."
Yep. Yep. Well, there's a lot going on to just doing a job at somebody's house. On the surface, if you don't know anything, it looks pretty easy. You just schedule the guys; they just show up. But I mean, you've got to play every.
It's a
single
strategy.
card the
Every
whole
day it's a
time.
strategy.
Yep. Who's going to be where? Who's coming? And when's the plumber coming?
And people don't realize that he's the owner of the business. He's making lots of money. And
Yeah.
I have Henry with me.
Yeah.
Henry was with me one day, and he saw just things just like going south and just all these roadblocks and this, that, the other thing. And I just turned around and looked at him and go, so if you're thinking about owning your own business, this is one of the things you're going to have to deal with.
Absolutely.
One of the things.
And that's usually what people will tell you, too. They're like, I just couldn't take it anymore. Going out and getting the business and working all day and, chasing people for money. And they're like, it was just, there's something to be said about going to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, leaving at 4 o'clock, and just being stress-free when you get out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot.
Yeah, it is.
It'll age you.
And you don't even pick up your phone on Sunday.
I do not. Or Saturday.
Yeah, that's good.
I tell all my customers, if they ask me for my cell phone, I go, that's fine, I'll give it to you. But just know, after 7 o'clock at night, I will not answer you.
Yeah.
You will not be answered until the morning.
Yeah.
And not on weekends.
Yeah.
So I gave somebody my phone number last week, and he's like, so I threw my little speech, and he's like, oh, no, I understand. I got a family and stuff, too. Yeah.
Wrong.
Give it to him on a Friday, right?
Wrong.
Saturday, text.
Yeah.
Like, I just told you yesterday.
Yep.
And I didn't respond because I stopped putting email alerts on my phone so I don't see them come up. Like if I walk by my phone, I don't see them. I have to actually go into my email to see them.
Yeah.
I've turned off every single alert, all banners, so I have nothing on my phone.
Yeah.
Because it just gets me all riled up again. So when I'm home, I just want to be home. I don't want to think about it.
You
I'll
just
deal with
need,
it in the morning.
You got to deal. You got to have some. You got to have some private time down. You just got to have downtime to yourself.
Yep.
And it's just like
Agreed.
it doesn't. I'm burnt out.
Yep.
We're burnt out. It's just like everybody is. We all have that going through that stare again, and it's just like okay, you can't get hurt. This is when you get hurt, and I'm sore right now. But I took Sunday off completely. I didn't do a thing.
Yep.
Didn't use any of my extremities. I was just like I stayed in my pajamas as long as I could.
Like an amoeba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
You do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still come into the office. Sunday I was here for 4 or 5 hours. Doing paperwork. But you got to do it. I mean, you got to find time to do it. It's hard during the week to get it done, especially for you. I mean, you're still working in the field and stuff, and that's hard, man. That's really, really hard.
Yeah. Like today, I didn't work much in the field at all. I was on the phone first thing this morning, taking care of things, and then back out and checking things, and then back out again, and then I'm all the way down to Home Depot picking stuff up for the next job, and this, that, the other thing. And
it's always something.
It's always something.
Always something.
Yeah.
So we got a little snow coming tonight.
What are they saying? Like
3 to 4 on the right in southeastern. Actually, we're in the hot spot this time.
We are.
Yeah. So however it's coming through or whatever. Southeast Connecticut's supposed to get the most of it, but it's like 3 to 4 inches.
Okay.
Enough to snarl up everything.
Yeah.
Because it'll be right there in the middle of morning traffic.
Yeah.
Stops, I think, like around 9 o'clock or something, so it'll just screw everything up in the morning.
Okay.
Got a deck we're working on starting tomorrow, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Funny story, real quick,
Yep.
and then we're going to go.
We're going to go.
When I was learning to be, when I was an apprentice and I was like somewhat of a carpenter, not much, I was working with my buddy Chris, who worked for this company, this Chanelli Construction out of East Lyme. And anyway, long story short, we both needed to make money, and we worked really hard. And I talked to Chris the other day, and he was laughing. He goes, "This is one of my fondest memories of you and I, Jimmy." We're working at the Old Lyme Arts Academy.
Okay. Yep.
It's a freaking snowstorm.
Okay.
They're shutting down the highway.
Oof.
And Chris and I are outside building a handicap ramp. We are the two biggest idiots. There was a porch where we had the saw on top of it, but we're building a handicap ramp. And as we're building it, it's coming down so fast. The snow was just building up on the ramp as we're going down further. It was the funniest thing. And I go, are we idiots or what? We worked the whole freaking day.
You did.
There was nobody on the roads.
Wow.
Everything was shut down.
Yeah.
But not for Chris and Jim.
So you got it done?
Yeah, pretty
Look at
much.
you. And then they shut down the school because nobody could.
Well, nobody was in the school.
Right, yeah.
They sent everybody home.
Nobody was using the ramp
everybody's
for a while.
gone.
Yeah.
Nope. Stay off the roads.
Yeah.
Except for Jim and Chris.
Right. Everybody else in the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did
There
a
it
job
is.
one time. that we were doing, and because we've had a lot of rain on the East Coast here. Mm-hmm. We had the guys. Oh my God, this poor guy. This guy had everything going wrong in his house. He's having an addition put on the house, and I'm working with Sid and Chris and myself. And the skies open up. He has no roof on the house.
Oh.
it's like it's open. There's plywood under the roof where the ceiling is, right? It opens up. Unfortunately, we had some plywood that was near, and I'm running up, and we are just getting soaked, and we're trying to pull plywood up to put it over the roof, and it is coming down like the Amazon, right? We get all the plywood up. There's one more piece of plywood. Chris takes it. It was the funniest thing. He takes it, and he drops it in the opening spot of the hole, and when the plywood hit the roof, boom, just like that, boom, it stopped raining. It's like they just shut the water off. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? After all that, it hit as soon as it hit the freaking roof, boom, stopped. Oh my God!
Oh,
and we were cutting the telephone line, and they're like, hey, we just lost our telephone. This is before, wow, this is way back. And we're like, oh shit, who got it? Sid, you cut the telephone line.
Oh, sorry.
Right? He did all this thing. He's like, then what was it? He cut a power line, right? And he cut himself, and he passed out because of the blood, which was hilarious.
Oh no! I cut myself.
Because that's how he talked. Boom! He passed out on the freaking thing. Sid, wake up! Sid, wake up! So then the final straw, which was hilarious. We still pee our pants laughing on this one. We're outside, and they have we dug a ditch. We had to dig a ditch near the side of the house.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we dug a ditch, and all of a sudden, as we're digging, we hear a chunk or whatever, and all of a sudden, we pull up, and it's the freaking cable wire.
Oh.
It's a cable line.
All right.
Right? We didn't know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we hear in the house, hey, we lost cable. Right? I'm like, oh, shit. So go over to the neighbor's right over there. So I go across the driveway, and I go to the lady. I go, ma'am, yes, did you lose cable? She goes, yes, I did. I'm like, shit, she lost cable. Right? So I'm back. The three of us are in the ditch, and all of a sudden, we see the cable truck coming down the street, down the cul-de-sac. Go, hide! We freaking duck in the hole. We duck in the hole. Don't keep your head down. Keep your head down. Well, come to find out, oh my God! We come to find out we didn't cut the cable line. The cable line got cut up top. Something not near. No, we didn't do it. But it was so ironic. Everything we did, we lost the phone. Hey, we lost electricity over here. We lost the cable. But it was the cable line over there. We had nothing to do with it. Oh my God, it was hilarious. We were laughing so hard when that happened. Hiding in a freaking ditch,
like Three Stooges.
Yeah, exactly. Sid, get down. Sid, get down.
I didn't do it.
I know you didn't do it.
I always loved Sid's voice.
Oh my God, that's how he was. Oh yeah, because he was Laotian.
Oh, okay.
He was Laotian. He was from Vietnam, Laos. And oh my God, he get pissed. He go,
what do you think I am? Superman.
Right. Oh, Chris would laugh so hard because I imitated him.
Hey man.
Oh my God, Sid was great. He was great, but he couldn't stand the sight of blood.
That's so funny.
He couldn't.
Yeah.
He was really squeamish about that. He was tough. I mean, he goes.
I climbed the wall like Super Squirrel.
He could. He climbed a ladder. He was like right up on the top of the roof, nailing everything else, getting everything done. Then he'd cut himself, and he'd be like, oh.
It's going down.
He goes, oh, he's going down. His eyes are getting really slitty.
I cut myself.
Sid, come back to me. Slap. Give him some water. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Good times.
Well, sir, let's wrap this one up.
We're done.
Yep. Special shout out to my buddy Fred. He's down in the hospital, so wishing him the best and speedy recovery.
Yeah, and Henry's wife, she's in the hospital
Right.
too. We speed her with a speedy recovery. She's going to be okay.
Yep. Good.
Yeah. So.
Good deal.
Yeah,
Everybody
man.
stay well.
Yeah, stay healthy and be
Right.
careful out there.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.